all of these careers. And there are things, as you know, like apprenticeships available. We also have, we're having ambassadors, STEM ambassadors. But the biggest thing for me is really instilling that passion and listening to all these amazing, amazing scientists so that you can have a career in this fantastic field.
And are there specific things that you can do, or that the government is trying to do to try and shift these numbers? Is there particular schemes and that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that I'm really looking at is looking at the people and culture strategy. So we have a roadmap which identifies all the things that we need to do for the future. And within that, we're really focusing on how we can get more diversity into the science community. And a lot of it for me is around instilling confidence, and it's around getting out and telling those stories. And of course, it starts at all age groups, which is why one of the things we're doing is having the STEM ambassadors. I think there's 30,000 volunteers. So we're going out into schools and saying, really, really encouraging young people to get involved and follow their dreams as well.
And we were talking about, also, in the last year, science has become something we all talk about. It's all become very cool. It has been quite male. With Chris Whitty and Jonathan Van Tam and Patrick Vallance are household names now. And cult figures in some quarters. Yeah. Would you like to have seen more women at the forefront of this?
Undeniably, I think some of these things, if we think about it, they can take a while to solve, can't they? I think of, as an example, myself in political life. I came to it very late because it was around how we're having confidence. But we absolutely have to be encouraging more young people to get involved in science. I did physics and maths when I did my O-levels many years ago. But it just didn't seem as though I should be going into a scientific role. And we really need to be engaging and doing that. And that is the government saying, we're talking about getting apprenticeships. Really, I don't even know if you saw this week, but the space agency, they're advertising for astronauts. And there must be some young women out there who want to apply for that role. But sadly, I'm too old, otherwise I'd love to go.
I know, I slightly feel the same. I feel like the ship has passed away as well. But,
it was amazing. I met Tim Peake the other day, and wow, what a man.
Exactly right. But let's get some more women into space as well. Amanda Soloway, Minister for Science, Research and Innovation, thanks so much for joining us. Also, we spoke to Professor Lorna Dawson, Professor